Morgan is directed by Luke Scott and stars Kate Mara, Anya Taylor-Joy, Rose Leslie, Toby Jones, and Jennifer Jason Leigh. In this movie, there's an AI named Morgan, who's played by Anya Taylor-Joy, who has these special powers, special abilities, but she's going through a lot, and then this agent of some sorts, played by Kate Mara, is sent to see if this experiment should continue, or if it should just die down. So that's all I'm going to tell you going into this movie. I was pretty pumped out of my mind to go see this. It looked very cool from the trailers. It didn't really give anything away. It had a nice little Ex Machina feel to it, and I was like, I like Ex Machina. I like the people involved. Luke Scott, I mean, new director. He's really Scott's kid, so let's see if he could kind of make a film in the veins of his father. I gotta tell you, Morgan was just okay. It was fine. There were some good aspects to it, but there were some bad aspects to it as well. But let's start with the positives. I'm going to say this right now. The acting, like the performances themselves are good. Kate Mara does good, even though that haircut just doesn't work for me, but she still is beautiful looking. Anya Taylor-Joy, who was great in The Witch, she's great here as well. And then all the other actors are great too. I like the score. It has a nice creepy score to it. And I thought it had some suspense throughout. Some moments I was like, oh, did not see that coming. But going into my problems, and yeah, this is going to be a very short review because I don't really have much to say because I don't want to spoil anything. You have to go into this movie being very cautious of what the movie's about. If you want to see any kind of footage, just watch the teaser. Just watch the teaser. Don't watch the regular trailer. It doesn't spoil much. Actually, no, it doesn't spoil anything, but like, if you want to go and be like, oh, then just be careful. There was a twist in this movie. I saw it coming in the first 5 minutes. The first 5 to 10 minutes, I saw it coming. I don't like knowing where twists are going. I like to be shocked and surprised by them. And in this movie, I was just like, oh. The character development in this movie is very lackluster. You don't really know much about any of these characters, and they're all pretty one-note. Not the performances, it's the characters themselves. Like, Kate Mara's character is not really that interesting. Morgan herself is somewhat interesting, but not really much. Rose Leslie, and then Jennifer Jason Leigh, and Toby Jones, and everyone else. And then there's this one actor who yells at Morgan at one point, and you want to go see the movie for him just yelling. I'm not going to say who it is, although you probably do know who he is, because they spoil it all around. I'll just say it's Paul Giamatti. Sorry, oops. Whatever. Listen, Paul Giamatti yelling and everything just makes me smile. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is, but I love whenever that guy yells. But to be quite honest, this isn't a very cohesive movie. It's all over the place. It's very jumbled. It's very cliche. It's very predictable. And it's very formulaic. And to be quite honest with you, it is pretty forgettable. I don't really remember much of the movie. And that's saying something. Overall, just brief thoughts on Morgan. I didn't really care for this movie that much. I didn't hate it by any means. I thought it had some good moments to it. The acting was good. The visuals were good. The writing was kind of iffy. And the direction by Luke Scott, I could see where this guy has potential. I think this guy does have potential, but I think this wasn't the right film for him to start off with, even though it only cost, I think, like $10 million to make, so I think he'll be fine. I think the movie will make its profit opening weekend. And if you're interested in seeing this, I would say go on matinee. I'm going to give it a C. Guys, tell me what you thought of Morgan. If you saw it, thank you so much for watching this short review. I apologize that it is the length it is, but hey, I don't really have much to say. I'll see you guys soon.